you. Raise your hand if somebody has ever been telling you that you was not good enough.
Indirectly, someone said that.
Do you remember where you were when they said it? Do you remember the room you were in? Do you remember the look on the face? Or the weight that just left you inside of your chest? Me too. Maybe it was like subtle, like we have decided to go with somebody else. Or maybe it was more direct, like, why are you even trying? Just not built for this. Anyway, it hurts, right? But words like this do more than just hurt. They actually shape who we are. And in creating a belief, some beliefs are loud, some beliefs are quiet, but those beliefs can actually steer our entire life. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to share 3 stories from my life about how I find one of my limited beliefs. I broke it down, turned it into fuel, and hopefully how you guys can do the same. So I want you to picture me around this tall here, 22 years younger than I am today, sitting in a classroom that unfortunately looks way too much like this one here. I was in 2nd grade. My teacher had sharp glasses, a sharp tone, and she said something to me that was going to follow me for years. She said, "You are a language idiot." And I believed her. I actually believed her so much that over time I just stopped trying altogether. And by the time that I finished school, I felt English. So that belief, that turned into a belief, and that could have been following me forever. And it did for many years until I was 22 years old. And somebody close to me said that you're just not cut out for this here. He was talking about traveling solo. And my ego, it got so hurted. So I was thinking, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna prove him wrong. And within 30 days, I was on the other side of the planet in Bali, Indonesia. I remember I was sitting in this fancy hostel, and remember I couldn't speak English. So I was just sitting there, scrolling on my phone, pretending that I was busy. Then this guy came up to me and he was like, "Why are you so shy?" And I turned around and I just looked at him pretty annoyed, and I'm like, "I'm not shy." And he just looked at me and was like, yeah, man, but just let loose. Just let loose. I sat there thinking, maybe he's right. Maybe I just need to let loose. But I was terrified. I was on the other side of the planet. I didn't know how to speak the language. Everything was different. Asia is different. The smell, the heat, it's like language, everything's different. But he was actually right, because in reality, I didn't have no choice. I had to learn English fast. And because I had to, I did. And within a few months, I was actually speaking it pretty decently. I even scored a goal there. And that was the moment I realized, holy shit, I'm actually speaking English. And it's working. So I didn't realize it at that time. But traveling the world and learning English actually shattered my belief about that I was stupid. And once that belief broke, everything changed. That shift that happened, it came because I actually changed my identity, that I didn't think I was stupid anymore because I actually couldn't figure it out how to speak a language. And since then, I just fall in love with learning things. I started to read books for the first time in my entire life. I started to buying courses, listening to podcasts, traveling to 30 plus countries. And all this kind of helped me to the point where I am now, where I'm helping founders and teaching them how to build up a social media base. For a few weeks ago, last story here, I was coaching a guy named John. We're just gonna call him John. And John, he came to me because he wanted to get comfortable in front of the camera. But every time he tried to record himself, he just couldn't do it. So we just took it from there. And I just kept asking John the same question over and over again. Like, why haven't you recorded yourself yet? And eventually we actually got to a point where it was like, you know what? I actually think it's something from my childhood. So when I was a child, my mom used to say to me that recording yourself is kind of narcissistic. And only attention-seeking people are going to do that. And maybe that's true, because that is a belief, and maybe that belief has been protecting John as a kid. It has been keeping him humble, but it's holding him back as an adult, because in John's case, recording yourself is narcissistic, is kind of what you need to do if you're running a business and want to get out and touch a lot of people at scale. So we try to find one thing John can do in order to change his identity. Like when I was in Bali, my way I was doing it was that I was just supposed to speak English every single day. And in John's case, he said to him that he was just going to record one video every single day. Not posting it, just recording him, just pressing record and see who it was. And within a few weeks, John didn't think about it. He was just pressing record and filming himself because he was no longer the kid whose parents told him that recording yourself is narcissistic. He's now a creator and he was just doing it. So guys, is this one thing I want you to take away from this? Is this. The way you act isn't random. It's shaped by what you believe in. So next time you find yourself in a situation where you're thinking like, why the hell did I just do this? Try to think about what belief that is based on. And then maybe, just maybe, that belief doesn't serve you anymore. And if it doesn't serve you anymore, you can change it, because when you're starting to do this, you're going to realize that you can do everything you set yourself up to. Thank you.